Hey folks, welcome back. Today we'll check out how to build a basic hover vessel. Alright, let's go. Basically, you just need 9 components for an HV. First thing you require is an HV starter block. Then you need building blocks for small vessels. If a block is marked with a blue square, it will fit on an HV. A generator to power your vessel. A fuel tank to fuel your generator. Some RCSs. RCS means Reaction Control System and allows you to turn your vessel. These are small thrusters. I think I don't need to explain what a thruster does. Docking pads. They are used to dock your HV onto another vessel. Not needed, but nice to have. Then you need some hover engines. They will keep your craft afloat. And finally, you need a cockpit. Start with placing your starter block somewhere on flat ground. A platform like this helps a lot. The arrow points to the front of your craft. Remember this while building, because you can't change this orientation retrospectively. First we place some standard blocks to build a foundation for the components of the hover vehicle. Beautiful, isn't it? Then we place the reactor. A fuel tank. Some RCSs, 3 should be enough. And a cockpit. Afterwards, we put a hover engine at each edge of the vessel. This should balance it out quite nicely. Put some fuel into the reactor, biofuel or promethium cells, and jump into the cockpit. Press Y to power it up. Look at that, it's hovering. We're also able to turn the craft, but as there are no thrusters yet, we can't strafe or accelerate. And since we're drifting towards the edge of the platform, we'd rather turn it off again. Let's improve the vessel by placing some thrusters all around. 2 to the front, 2 at the back, and 2 more on each side of the craft. Perfect. A stunning piece of art. Let's do a test flight. Nice. Oh, and by the way, place your hover engines carefully or your vessel might end up like this. But there still is a problem. It's ugly and looks nothing like the cool stuff you can find on the Steam Workshop. Let's try to change that at least a little. I have some kind of a pickup buggy hover thing in my mind. Let me put down a new starter and build a little foundation for our extended version of the craft. Because we're lazy, we press the N key to bring up the advanced building menu. Activate Symmetry Plane and click on the vessel to move it around. We need the green plane which goes through the Y and Z axis. Now every block we place will be automatically mirrored to the other side. Cuts work in half. Let's go. Okay, that's a good start. Now we put our hover engines inside these protective casings and put some cylinder caps on top of them. Nice. Now the front of the vessel. And then the rear, which will house the main thrusters. 2 thrusters should be okay. Once we're done, we place the cockpit and add a nice windshield so we don't eat tons of alien flies while exploring. There we go, that should do. We add 2 ramp blocks to keep the fuel tanks accessible from the outside. The generator and 2 fuel tanks go into the back. Now we need some thrusters at the front because we need to be able to decelerate too. And 2 more on the sides for strafing. Some utility is great too, so we add some cargo boxes. And a mobile constructor which enables us to build stuff while we're on the road. And we're done. Still nothing special, but a lot prettier and more practical than before. Let's try it out. Okay, feels a little bit sluggish and needs more thrust. Let's add some thrusters overall. On the sides, on the front, and on the back. Okay, another test flight. That's a lot better. Now, to make it look a little bit less dull, you can paint and texture it. Just snap your finger and... But that's a topic for another day. If you found the video to be helpful, then feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Hit the thumbs down button if you'd rather fly into space without a suit than to watch this video again. Thanks for stopping by and see you on the next Magnets and Miracles.